Welcome to Crown Meadow at Lowestoft Town. Test, test, test. Test, test, test. Welcome to Crown Meadow. Crown Meadow.
With 10 matches remaining of the current league season, the Tall Boys are back in action for the first time in a month. Some displays on their travels at Stamford and last week's visit to Royston Town. Both matches saw the Suffolk club take the lead before conceding late equalising Scott's time. So two draws for Lowestoft, who are still in the relegation zone on 35 points. With two matches in hand over fairly struggling Barwell and Point Wall. It will be a mighty test against this afternoon.
Test, test, test. Just testing. Hopefully you'll be able to hear us. Give us a shout if you can't.
Bill Williams, into a contract dispute, is now pursuing other opportunities. Well, team news, Lowestoft make the one change. Ben Self, on a dual registration with Durham Town, makes his debut in goal for Ellis Craven, who's now injured. This is Kettering, make two. Finley Wilkinson on loan from Barnet, and Jonathan Edwards replaces suspended Benjamin Hart and Will Williams. So Lowestoft will line up in goal. Ben Self. In defence, Charlie Norman, Travis Cole, the captain, Jesse O'Connor, and Dylan Ruppers at left back. In midfield, Kyle Haylock, Joe Duffy, Tosh and Sam Johnson. Up front, Will Rangel and Harvey Sayer. On the bench this afternoon, British under 21 player Josh Lewis, Sam Howell, Gabe Overton, Ben Haddock, and the goalkeeper Brian Yale. This is Gary Bottom. What's this? This was the Liberty Stadium for Lowestoft.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate that. Some commentary coming in there just to say that you can hear me, which is fantastic. I can't hear myself, but that's okay. That's probably a blessing in disguise. But welcome to Crown Meadow here at Lowestoft Town. It's a beautiful spring day, lovely spring sunshine here in the deepest, darkest Suffolk. The crowds are streaming in from our left-hand side and packing a lovely old stand to our left as we look across out into some houses on the far side, all tucked in around some terracing housing as you come up to the ground. So today, who knows what can happen today? It's as unpredictable as a Tommy Tuchel England selection. It's could be an unnatural prospect, like a Newcastle trophy. They haven't won since the Magna Carta. Unrivaled expertise of a Russian captain, or indeed the unnecessary action of maybe a St. Ives player, Gammon, last week, who went down in front of our penalty spot. But who knows what will happen? It's all to play for here, and I wouldn't say it's an actual Titanic struggle here, but we can certainly hear the seagulls coming over the ground, so it's great to be near the coast. Game today, with the pain of last week's 3-2 loss against St. Ives subsiding. The Poppies are on the road again to Suffolk for the game here at Lowestoft Town. With only 9 games left, 5 away and 4 at home, and a potential 27 points at stake, each game takes on its cup final feel. All of the other promotional teams and playoff contenders have away ties, with league leaders Bedford Town at Redditch, Telford are at Sudbury, Stratford are in Leicestershire at Harbour Town, and Halesowen travel to Hitchin. There's still only 5 points separating the top 5 as Stamford, Harbour and Leiston lead the chase for a playoff place. Lowestoft Town, meanwhile, have not lost in their previous 3 games, having drawn 1-1 away to Royston Town and 2-2 away to Stamford, with a win over relegation rivals Hitchin, 2-1 at home. But prior to that, they had a 7-match losing streak. Most recently, Harbour away 2-1, Sudbury at home lost 3-1, and Stratford at home 2-1, scoring 8 goals and conceding 12. The Trawler Boys, under the management of Andy Reynolds, reside in relegation zone, 19th place in the league. In the last 6 games, overall in the form guide, they are 17th in all games, picking up 5 points from a possible 18. 21st place, the home record, having picked up just 3 points from a possible 18, and 17th in the away form league. In contrast, 17 places and 25 points separate the two teams. Kettering Town with 3 wins in the last 6 games. 2-1 Alpchurch, 2-0 Leiston, and 3-1 Stourbridge, together with 2 losses, the St Ives and the infamous Bedford loss on Friday, 3-1, and sandwiched between them a draw at Hales Owen, remain in second place. Our form guide is not too bad. 7th position for away matches, and the 9 points out of 10. And notable today, Dan Yesef is making his 50th appearance for the Poppies, whilst Ben Hart starts his first of his 2-match suspension. And certainly having beaten Lowestoft 4-1 in the corresponding fixture this season at Latimer Park, he may be forgiven that this may be plain sailing for the Poppies on the Suffolk coast. But given our form, who knows? But it's all to play for here as we just get ready for the kickoff. The teams, just so you're completely up to date, you can see that on your screens anyway, but just a quick run through. For Lowestoft Town, you've got number 1, Ben Self, who's making his debut today. Number 2, Charlie Norman. Number 3, Dylan Ruffles. Number 4, Lewis McClintosh. Number 5, Travis Cole and captain. Number 6, Jesse Iola. Number 7, Joe Duffy. Number 8, Sam Johnson. Number 9, Joao Ranger. Number 10, Harvey Slayer. Sayer, who's their highest goal scorer. And number 11, Kyle Haylock. Substitutes, number 12, Josh Lewis, who's on loan from Ipswich. Number 13, Ronnie Eo. Number 14, Ben Haddock. Number 15, Gabe Overton. Number 16, Sam Howell. In Kettering's shirts, which will probably be, looks like they came out in blue, but we'll see. Number 1, Dan Yesef, playing for his 50th time for the Poppies. Number 3, Aaron Powell. Number 5, Connor Johnson. Number 6, Alex Goodyear. Number 7, Wes York. Number 8, Andy Thanodge. Number 14, Sam McClintock. Number 15, Kyle Storer. Number 16, Finley Wilkinson, who's just joined us from Barnet on loan. And number 18, Johnny Edwards, who gets his first start for quite a few games. Number 19, Kai Fifield. Number 9 on the bench is Niall Ranger. Number 10, Terrell Pennant. Number 12, Lewis White. And number 20, our second new signing, Cyrus Babby Gums, who joined us from Biggleswade, a prolific scorer at the beginning of the season, scoring 11, and then he was put into the midfield for Biggleswade, and he hasn't scored since. But certainly a welcome addition. Not to put any finer point of it in the fact that we need to be scoring goals, and hopefully he may be able to provide us with that opportunity to do so. So as you join us here, we're just waiting now for the teams to come out on the right-hand side from us. Ground itself is sort of contained on all sides by residential housing, and it looks like just behind the goals there are a few Poppies fans away to our left. A few of them were out in Great Yarmouth yesterday, so it's good to see them here and dressed. So that's always a good sign. We will see what happens when the teams come out. Referee today is Ashley Tyne, and his assistants are Jordan Sandwell and Kyle McCourt Hall. Hopefully we'll be calling them all by their first names after the end of the game. And Lowestoft Town will be playing in blue shirts, blue shorts, and Kettering down as white shorts and black shorts. But we'll see what that looks like. Depends what Malk Lua has decided and he wants to play them in. So we'll see what happens now as we just are waiting for the team to come on to the pitch. in terms of the games that we've had with them, we've got a pretty good record, certainly against Lowestoft Town, having played them quite a few times before. But as I said, we've never had a penalty. That's the other thing. We've never had a penalty. And then Kettering have never been awarded a penalty against Lowestoft. But let's see what happens when we go on. The team's now coming out, just coming up from our right-hand side. The shouts of Blue Army out from our left-hand side here as the referee today, Ashley Tyne, brings us out into the glinting sunlight here at Crown Meadow. The team's just lining up, and Kettering are indeed in their white away tops there with the blue trim, black shorts and black socks, and Lowestoft Town are in, thankfully, all blue, which makes it a lot easier for everybody. So we'll see how we go as they exchange some handshakes there in the middle of the pitch. Richard Lavery's just waiting for the teams just to break and then come up and visit them in the middle of the field just for some pre-match warm-up. Richard Lavery's there is just applauding the Kettering fans away to our left. And he's just taking them on for a bit of a warm-up at the other end there. So, as I was saying, the Lowestoft Town have been, if you look at their form over the last, they're unbeaten in the last 3 games. But what's been really interesting is that they have been playing very well during the games, but not necessarily been able to hold out for the whole game to allow them to win the match. So it's going to be tight. We'll see how we play. We're just getting ready now for the captains joining them in the middle of the pitch there. Just a quick shout out to Paul Cook, who you would usually be listening to at this time. It's unfortunately not very well, and we wish Cookie all the best. And I'm sure you'll be hearing his dulcet tones again, back on the air on Tuesday at Aylesbury. So in the meantime, we just await now for the referee to decide where he's going to be going. Toss is just happening in the middle there now. So I don't know, it's hard to estimate the crowd here because there's a lot underneath us. We're up in the media here with Wayne and Gary, some fantastic hosts for us here. But certainly Poppies have brought a contingent over, and they're away to our right-hand side, so our left-hand side here, as we're going to stay as we are. So the Poppies are going to be playing from left to right, as Connor Johnson just joins the huddle away to our left. Just giving them some pre-match instructions. This is important. They're all important. There's no doubt about that. But I think given what we're trying to achieve here with the promotion playoffs, it's really important that we can try and get some points here, especially as all of the other contenders, at least in the top 5, 6, are all away. So let's see what we can do from here. As we await now, Alex Storer just on the ball. It's just waiting now just for the referee to give us a green light and we can kick off. And it is probably to kick off from left to right. Referee's just checking that everybody's in place. He's coordinating what it is. And we are away. We're off here. Lowestoft Town. Fanos plays it out to the right-hand side. Intercepted there by Rangel. Short pass from York into Kai Fifield just inside the Lowestoft half. Plays it back to Wes York. The ground itself looks pretty good. It's flat. There is some grass on it. It'll play well, I think. Connor Johnson, a long ball there. Not going to find anybody. Cleared by Ruffles. Brought down by McClintock. Kai Fifield now has the ball. Plays it inside McClintock. He's on the right-hand side. Going to get across, and he can. As ricochets off the number 4 there, McIntosh. And first touch there for Ben Self. It's his first game for Lowestoft Town on following his move from Dereham Town. And he's resplendent in all, I guess that is orange, I think we'd say that. His first kick goes all the way back to the 50th and up man today, Dan Yesef. Using greens, just ushering everybody upfield. Plays the ball up. It's headed out there, bit of a push, but the referee's happy to let that go. Goes for a throw into Lowestoft right at the far end. It's taken quickly. A long throw. It's a hell of a throw down the right hand side. Alex Goodger gets his head in there and moves it. Goes out for another Lowestoft throw at the far side. Another long throw right to the edge of the goal line. It's blocked by Powell, cleared out by Powell, dummied there by Edwards, but he loses the ball out. And it goes to Iola. Back inside, Lowestoft return the ball. Poppy's pressing hard. Ball's played forward, but that won't go to anybody, and that will trickle over the goal line and ends up with a Poppy's goal kick. Good interchange at the beginning. Both teams just finding their feet, really. As the sun's going in a little bit here, a bit cloudy over Crown Meadow today. Looks like a decent crowd, though. The stand looks pretty full. Way to my left here, and the Poppies look like they have come out. Although the wind is beginning to blow a bit, so Dan Yesef has to retake the free kick, take the goal kick here, which he's going to do. Ball goes up. Thanos tries to head it on. It's played by number 4, McIntosh, up forward there. Goes to Saya, who's the number 10. He's their big threat, the highest goal scorer here, but he loses out to Powell, but it goes out for a corner. It's a lovely play there from Saya just to be able to get that nick off Powell right in the far left right-hand corner. Left hand, depending which way you're looking at it. 6 Poppies defenders in the area. It's 5 Lowestoft all crowding around the 18-yard box. The ball comes in. It's headed out by Goodyear and cleared out. Clintock can't get it. And Lowestoft pick the ball up again with Norman. Plays the ball down to the side there. It's ticked inside. Goes into the box, but that should be SF's, which it is. He comes out and claims that right to the edge of the area. Looking to play it. Rolls it out to Wes York. He's playing right back here. Kai Farfield's available on the touchline, but he plays a long ball. Let's see if he can try and find Johnny Edwards. He's not going to get anywhere near that. Kai Farfield comes in, nicks the ball, but doesn't retain it. The referee's actually given a foul against Johnny Edwards, who's manhandling the Lowestoft left back there. Ruffles, and all the players move back up to the left-hand side now as Ben Self gets his second touch of the game, just ready to take this free kick just inside the Lowestoft half. She plays out to the left-hand side, up into the air. Where's York's trying to get under it? He does get a header onto it, picked up by Kyfield. Farfield plays it across, but it's picked up by Sayer. Sayer turns, plays the ball inside there to Norman. Can he get the ball in? He can. He get it across, but Alex Goodyear's there, plays it out to Powell. He's just trying to retain the ball, plays it forward, but there's nobody out. There's no outlet again. But it's to safety, I suppose we can say that. That goes out to the in front of the Lowestoft bench, which is to the left of the half. And Lowestoft have another throw. Goes short this time. It's patrolled by Powell, but that goes out off Duffy and goes for a poppy throw on the far side. Powell has the ball, just looking for some support. So it's going to be a long throw, I think, down towards the home dugout. Just waiting for him to take that. She does. Played forward there, goes into space, but McClintock's chasing back. It's a back pass all the way to Self. Self's played the ball into space, headed forward there well, but he's offside there from McClintock because he was coming back. A good header forward there from Storer. McClintock actually did well to chest the ball down and turn, but he came from an offside position, which I think anybody could have seen that. And the linesman down on the right-hand side certainly saw that, and it gives an opportunity for Ben Self to put the ball down and take the free kick. See if he can try and get Sayer and Haylock into the game for Lowestoft. Ball goes up with the air. It's underneath it. Storer gets a head on. Johnny Edwards managed to get the ball. Can he trap it? Yes, he can. He's on the halfway line. Plays it to Storer. Storer can't get it through, and it's blocked. Goes out for a poppy throw at the far side. Yeah, just waiting now. Powell takes a short one to McClintock. Plays a left foot ball up into the air there, but that's going to go nowhere. And it goes out for a Lowestoft throw at the far side. So some good penetrating work there from Lowestoft the first few minutes of the game. As we come into the 7th minute there. But Kettering really need to try and get hold of the ball here and create some play. As we go forward, Thanos gets the ball, plays it out to Kai Fifield, who traps it. He's just inside the Lowestoft half. You've got Wes York is just overlapped there. McClintock's played it down to Wes York. Wes York's just on the edge of the 18-yard box, played lovely ball into space. McClintock has to check back, tries to get a call with his left foot, but that's cleared well up in the air there by Ruffles, headed forward by Connor Johnson. Thanos chests it down. Plays a lovely ball into space there for McClintock. I don't know if he's going to keep it in or not. I think he does. Thank you. Goes to Thanos on the edge of the area. He's going to left foot forward, plays up to Johnny Edwards, who stands on the ball, gets a shot in, but it's easily blocked. And Lowestoft come away with the ball. But it's now gone to Duffy. Duffy's got the ball, tries to get it past Goodyear, and if he'd have clipped it over him, he'd have been away. But Goodyear managed to get the ball down, plays a lovely ball out to the far side. And unfortunately, Storer can't get across and to be able to bring other people into the midfield, but just go out for a throw in. So Poppies have got some good opportunities down this right-hand side. Just got to get a chance to get it into Johnny Edwards' feet, I think. McClintock back to Powell. Powell puts it forward, but again, another offside there. Referee's going to let that play on, I think, is he? Yes, he is. So fairly even half as we come into the 9th minute at the moment here in Crown Meadow. Ben Selford kicks the ball up into the spring. Here he goes, and he goes out for a throw right at the far side for Kettering. It's a bit scrappy at the moment, not really patting the play. Still waiting for the first shot on goal here, really. The Lowestoft have had a corner. Ball goes straight out of play. Richard Lavery looking pensive, his arms crossed, just outside the area. Another super long throw from Lowestoft goes down. Alex Goodyear's in the way there. Kick forward by Thanos. The wind holds it up. Johnny Edwards goes down, appealing for a free kick. That's not going to happen. And meanwhile, Johnson's on top, plays it across here now to Rangel. Rangel comes inside. He can't get a shot off. Well policed there by Connor Johnson. He's pushed back out. Johnson still retain the ball. Ruffles back to Rangel. Can Rangel get a crossing? No, he can't. He's policed back. Ruffles right on the touchline. Comes back inside to McIntosh. Back out to Ruffles. He'll get a pass this time. Comes into the 18-yard box. Cleared out by Connor Johnson, but only as far as Norman. Norman plays it out to the right-hand side, but it's policed well there by Storer. He managed to get the ball, but he's given it away immediately. And so they're back again. Norman's got the ball, plays it in. Can he get it inside? A shot from Lowestoft. Great save there from Yesef, but he's only palmed it outside. And he comes to the 18-yard box. It looks like it's going to get cleared. The referee will give a foul there on Powell. Yeah, Johnson had the shot there. It's the first shot on target, and Dan Yesef saw it all the way. He is indeed. There's a booking there. I can't see. There's a Lowestoft player, but I can't see who that is. That was just for the foul there on Powell as the ball was brought forward. Number 7, I think that was. So that's Joe Duffy going into the referee's book. That's quite an early card for the a fairly innocuous challenge, I would have said, really. Meanwhile, Yesser plays a ball forward. That'll go straight out again for another. Goes out for a Lowestoft throw. It's a bit like rugby here. It's they're all playing for touch. A long throw from the number 2 Norman goes again straight out of play. It's there really is a game of no pattern at all, apart from multiple throw-ins. See Harbour are 1-0 up against Stratford, so that's always good to hear. Ball comes in. It's a throw headed on by Edwards. A hint of handball there from Travis Cole, Lowestoft captain, but referee ignores that, and we go for a throw in. Taken by Powell. McClintock comes short, plays the ball up to Edwards. Edwards is trying to get the ball down. Can he get a pass? He plays it forward, trying to get it into Alex Storer, but Alex Storer's putting some pressure on there, and that would go for a goal kick, I think. Yes, it goes for a Lowestoft goal kick. Some good pressure on the far side there from Finlay Wilkinson. On his first appearance, obviously, as he's joined us on loan to the end of the season from Barnet, having played for Hitchin. In the league is certainly information that we've got from the coaching staff, both here at Barnet, is he's a very, very good player, an attacking midfield player. So hopefully he can do a job for us to the end of the season. Goal kick from Lowestoft goes high up into the air. Connor Johnson plays it, but it comes off, backs off him, goes to York. York heads it back to Dan Yazef with so Duffy there just running in just to see if he can try and pick up any scraps that Dan Yazef may have had if he'd have spilt it, but he retains the ball well. Fly kicks it right up into the back four here, headed out there by Travis Cole. The ball's played to see if they can try and get Lowestoft back into play, but Alex Goodger's got the ball. He's going to try and run it out, which he does. It's a long way to try and block out the oncoming Lowestoft attacker there, but he's done well, and it goes out for a Poppy's throw right at the far side. And yes, I've just taken his time, just ready to make sure that he can take a strike here, which he's going to do. There he does, right up in the air, over the halfway line. Johnny Edwards underneath this, brings it down. Lovely little pass off there to McClintock. McClintock plays it to Kai Fifield on the right-hand side. Trying to go the edge of the area. Can he get across in? He's policed well. Pass one, great cross. Oh, and headed out just off Johnny Edwards' head. Lovely header off there by Cole. Just took it off Johnny Edwards' head. A lovely little play forward back into the box. And again, Travis Cole was there to head that. His second cross in there was out, and it's gone for a Poppy's throw right in the corner flag of the far side. Lovely cross from Fifield there. And if Cole hadn't got his head on the 6-yard box, that would have been Johnny Edwards' goal. But it goes out to a Kettering cross, but that's been easily cut out and played down the right-hand side again to Duffy. Duffy traps it, comes inside. He's policed by Johnson. He's playing very well. He's come out again, didn't get a tackle in from Thanog. Thanos picks it up on the halfway line. He should be able to play it back. He does. He plays it out to Fifield. Can Fifield keep it in? He can, but then he doesn't. He managed to retain the ball, but can't keep it in. Thanos did well in midfield there to stop the run of Norman. His distribution out to Kai Fifield. He couldn't keep it in down the right-hand side here. As it's a throw to Lowestoft as the sun gets lower in the Suffolk sky here. Throw comes in, headed up into the air there by Johnson. McClintock wins it. Wilkinson plays it back. Lovely switch inside to McClintock, but he's rushed off the ball pretty easily. It's played forward to Norman. Norman plays it out to the right-hand side to Sayer. Sayer's going down that right-hand side. He's got an overlap if he wants it. He doesn't play it very well, and intercepted there by Goodyear. Plays it forward to McClintock. He's on his own. He plays it inside to Johnny Edwards, who's come back. He plays a long ball up in the air for Fifield, which is difficult for him to bring down, but it's held up in the air. Fifield brings it down well. Is he going to go inside? He does. Thanog just looking for that pass. Johnny Edwards makes a run into the 18-yard box. He's missed out. Where's York? Trying to get the overlap. Comes back to Thanog just inside the half. Plays the left foot right across the far to Finlay Wilkinson, which is headed out. Didn't reach him. Comes as far as Powell. Powell still going forward. He's on his own, though. He's going to get trapped up there. If he doesn't make it, he's past one. Tries to get past another, but it's blocked, and it goes out for a Poppy's throw on the far side. Beginning to get a bit of a steam up, bit of a head of steam, I should say. But it's still fairly even here as we're ending up the 16th minute. Just waiting for the throw in. Goes back to Wilkinson, see if he can get across in a low cross. Played back out to Thanos in the edge of the area. He's going to take a shot, but that's wild, way and high. Almost hits a corner flag, to be fair. In fact, it might have even gone for a throw-in. We can't quite see the right-hand side from the commentary position here, but that's just about it. Well, it looks like it has. So, again, another rugby-style clearance there from Thanos, even though he was going for goal. It looks like a throw-in down to our right-hand side, played forward. Kai Fifield gets ahead inside. Comes off Wilkinson. That's played for a Lowestoft throw. Ricocheted off Fifield. Still deep in the Lowestoft half here. We're just waiting to get the ball in from a throw-in. Well organised at the back, Lowestoft, I must admit. Wes York puts the head forward. McClintock, can he get the ball down? He plays a one out to Wilkinson. Wilkinson plays it back to Storer. Storer puts it forward. Let's see if Johnny Edwards can get on the end of that, but Cole intercepts well on the 18-yard box. And Lowestoft come forward. Sayer tries to run, but a grid stop there from Powell. The ball stay in. It does indeed. Wilkinson's got the ball. Plays it inside to Johnny Edwards on the edge of the 18-yard box. Can he turn? He holds the ball up. A little back flick there for Wilkinson, but he can't get the ball. Well intercepted there from Lowestoft as Rangel tries to come out against York. York retains a ball. Lovely pass. He's past Rangel. He's past two. He's going to the 18-yard box. He's in three. Just can't get the ball in. He's still going. No. But they sort of crowded out really towards the right-hand side as Rangel brings the ball up into the Kettering half on the left-hand side. Looks as if he could try and switch the ball, which he can. Goes to Cole. Cole has to turn. Sorry, it's McIntosh has to turn. Goes out to Cole. Lowestoft return. Retain. They play. Just goes up there into the Lowestoft number 8. Just turns. Retains the ball there, but that was going to be a foul. Referee gives that on Wilkinson there. That was unfortunate because Lowestoft had a couple of players up as well. They're really making sure that they can get players past the ball carrier there to give them some options up front, and certainly with Sayer and Haylock up front, if they are a threat. Daniez's just putting on his factor 50 here in the sun as he prepares to take that free kick. Goes up into the air, bit of a blow. I'll go back to Powell. Powell heads it forward, but that'll go straight out for a Trawlerman throw right on the halfway line. So some action at both ends. It's fairly even so far, a bit scrappy and sporadic in parts, but nevertheless, I think a goal will transform this game. A very long throw again from Lowestoft, and that's headed out from Goodyear. Played forward. Johnny Edwards trying to get the ball in there, but McClintock almost gets that, but well picked out there from Aola. Lowestoft being able to go forward now into the Poppies half. Played out right onto the far side. Powell's trying to police him. It comes inside there, well blocked. McClintock will pick the ball up. Plays it to Thanos. Thanos plays it out to Kai Fifield. He's just in his own half. He's now going. He's got nobody else with him. He's going to have to go on the right-hand side. He's got two players in front of him. He's still going forward. He's not going to get past the number 3 there. Ruffles, and he puts a strong challenge in. It goes for a throw just underneath us here to the Poppies, which Wes York will take. Plays it short to Thanos. Thanos just cannot get it to McClintock, and it's cleared well up into the cloudy sky here at Lowestoft, and it goes all the way back to Dan Yezev, who rolls the ball out to Alex Goodyear. Norman looking to press him. Looking for a pass. He tries to play it forward there to find McClintock going through, but it's well intercepted there. And it goes out for a Poppy's throw. Intercepted from Aola and cleared then by Norman right on the far side. So a little bit of pressure from the Poppies. Certainly the Kettering manager's going to have a chatting away always to the players, organising them, orchestrating some moves from that side. As Powell with a throw, McClintock comes in, tries to jink, gets the ball, plays it back to Powell. Powell plays it inside, but really it's cleared high up into the air, and that'll go out for another throw at the far side, which Powell's going to take. Just about halfway into the Lowestoft half. McClintock back to Powell. Powell to McClintock. McClintock turns. plays it back to Storer. Storer plays a long stretching ball out to Wes York here on the right-hand side. Goes to Fifield. Fifield's, can he get round? Can he get a ball in? He's going to try and take him on. A jink, step over, another jink, another step over. Pulls it back. Left foot plays it in, but it's well cleared. Thanos gets his foot again. It's retained by Alex Goodyear. Alex Goodyear on the halfway line. Little 1-2s there. Thanos to Connor Johnson. Connor Johnson looking, plays it back to Thanos. He's central. Tries to get it to Tunez, but he can't trap the ball. And it goes out again to Lowestoft. Lowestoft coming forward with Johnson. Plays it forward right onto the far side for Sayer. Sayer can get inside here, but Powell's with him. Powell can't retain the ball. And Wilkinson comes back and gives it to, puts the ball out for Lowestoft throw. Suspect this might be a long throw into the area here, but we shall see. Johnny Edwards coming all the way back to mark as the long throw comes in. Yeah, it's one of the hallmarks, I think, of Lowestoft's striking arsenal. I think is that long throw, and it certainly can cause some issues if you've got somebody that can get ahead on it, or indeed a bit of chaos for the second ball. But that one's trickled out for a Poppy's goal kick as we reach the 23rd minute of this suddenly pitching in Premier Central League. Thank you to Elgood's Brewery, who sponsor our games. It's very much appreciated. Thank you, Marcus. As the ball goes up in the air, headed back out, cleared by Johnson up into the air on the halfway line. Storer's underneath this if he can get ahead, which he can. Plays it to Wilkinson. He knocks it on, but it's easily cut out. But only goes as far as Goodyear. Goodyear launches one right into the air. It's held up by the wind, so it's a possibility for Wilkinson to get it, which he does. And he's up against Norman. He's not going to take him on, or is he? He's going to try to. Yes, he is. He's going to go into the 18-yard box, but Norman has him in his pocket and clears the ball well. It's played back to Haylock. Haylock will clear this straight down the middle here, but it's Connor Johnson's ball, but he's being chased if he can get there, but lovely turn around there, which he does. Played forward there, but it goes out for Lowestoft throw. It's still even in the game, really. Again, there's no particular pattern in it, but Lowestoft look pretty dangerous when they get a chance to come forward. It's a throw in just in front of the Lowestoft bench. Not so long, just down here. It's chested down. Played forward there by Cole, and I think they'll just trickle out again for a Poppy's goal kick, which it will indeed, away to our left-hand side. So Johnny Edwards is putting himself around. There's no doubt about that. He just needs to have the confidence of being able to get a shot on target, and also needs the service, to be fair, to be able to have that opportunity. Fifield's playing well down this right-hand side. He is getting a few crosses in, so hopefully we'll get an opportunity to see Johnny strut his stuff before the end of half-time. Johnny Edwards underneath the ball here, heads it forward. Fifield tries to bring it down, plays it to Edwards. Edwards plays the ball forward. Paul McClintock, but he might not be able to get that. I think that'll go out for a goal kick, which indeed it does. But nice interplay there between Edwards and Fifield. And certainly a couple of players who've stood out this half with Sam McClintock certainly put himself around in this midfield role. Wilkinson's been solid. Nothing spectacular, but certainly just getting his feet really under the Poppy's table, so to speak. As Ben Self plays the ball out. Connor Johnson comes through two players, but retains the ball. It's played forward there by Ruffles down to the left-hand side, but that'll go straight out again. Again, it's kick and rush. No real development of play through the midfield or anything. It's certainly it's not quite agricultural, but it's certainly long balls at this stage. But it's still 0-0 at the moment. As we just wait for ball to be played out. Storer brings it down, plays it to Powell. Powell plays it forward to see if he can try and get Wilkinson in, but he won't. That's played out by Cole. And that's will be a foul, I think, there. Just got clattered Looks like Alex, yeah, I think it was Norman there just went, yeah, got down Story, who's on his knees just at the far side of the touch line. It was unfortunate there. I don't think there was anything much in that, but Norman just followed through and just caught Alex Storer there right on the far side. Alex Storer is just looking at that, or is it going to be Wilkinson who will take it? Referee's indicating that they need to go back 10 yards, which is quite a long way. As it looks like Storer's going to take this. For Poppy's players in the 18-yard box. Johnny Edwards is on the penalty spot, and McClintock and Fifield just outside the 18-yard box. Just waiting for this ball to come in. Ball's launched, doesn't even get as far as that. Thanos plays the ball forward, but it's kicked out again. And that attack comes to nothing at all. As the ball goes all the way back to yes, if he's had to come out to his goal, and he'll play a long one back out into the spring air here. It's cleared. Thanos brings the ball down, plays it out to Storer. Storer's played up in the air again. Wilkinson tries to get the header, but he can't do that. It's played forward. Norman brings the ball down, looks to play it out. Neat play there. Ball goes cross field, trying to find Rangel. He's up against Wes York on the edge of the 18-yard box. Wes York has the ball. Can he clear? He can. But it's intercepted well. As Lowestoft again, he looked to mount another attack. Ruffles on the with the play, goes back all the way to Aola, who plays it back to his own goalkeeper here as Self kicks the ball forward. Headed forward, no pressure. Thanos brings the ball down. There's a play on. Thanos is going to go for a shot there, but it's left. It's a left foot kick there by Johnson. A bit of a daisy cutter there, but nevertheless, he had the opportunity. Thanos went down, thought he was going to get a free kick, but Johnson managed to get the ball out and kick that from about 20 yards. A diagonal ball across, which Dan Jessup gratefully picks up and puts the ball forward to see if he can try and find Johnny Edwards again. Headed back out. Storer retains the ball. Can Fifield get the ball? He tried to get a bit of a short term on it, but he can't get it. It's a bit tight down there, a bit laissez-faire at the back there from McIntosh. He goes to Rangel just inside the Lowestoft half. He plays the ball forward. That'll only go as far as Powell. Powell will play it to Storer, back to Powell. Storer plays it forward. Can Johnny Edwards get these? He's not going to be there. And Self gets to the ball first. Plays it downfield. Intercepted by Powell again. Stretches for the ball there. He's caught though. That was nothing in that really. As Johnson really just stretched out. It was a 50-50 ball there, nothing in it. The referee's done the right thing just to take that as it is. And a long early ball there, trying to find Fifield. Well, he should have got that really already, but cleared well. That's gone out for a throw down on just in front of us, but halfway into the Lowestoft half. York takes it to Thanos. Thanos is looking for some support, comes inside to Storer. Storer looks up, plays a long crossfield ball to Wilkinson. He's on his own. He's onside. Because offside, you could see that. The flag is up. Wilkinson's got his hands on his head, but certainly if he'd only used his head to look along the line, he would have seen that he was offside. Even from our vantage point, we could see that he didn't need VAR for that. As Ben Self places the ball. Just some scores from elsewhere. The top four are all 0-0. Stamford are winning 1-0, and Stratford are now 2-0 down against Harborough. Headed forward by Johnson. That'll go out for a throw in just in front of the Kettering bench. And on the Kettering bench today, we've got Ranger and Pennant. Lewis White and new signing Cyrus Babier Gums. Meanwhile, the referee's given a free kick to Lowestoft there for the challenge as the ball went into the 18-yard box. Players looking fairly perplexed, but I think referees who's having a steady game. We'll call him that. I don't think many knew what that was for, but anyway, nevertheless, it is. It's a Lowestoft free kick here, a dangerous one now, right on the far side, about halfway into the Kettering half. Ball's going to come into the 18-yard box. There it comes, right into the 18-yard box on the penalty spot, headed out there by Wes York. Can be kept in. It can, but only goes back out to Lowestoft, who are on the edge of the 18-yard box. Lovely pass out to the right-hand side. They'll try to get inside there, but a good block from Alex Storer, but it goes out for a Lowestoft corner right on the far side. So a bit of pressure now from Lowestoft Town. 6 players in the area. It's fairly congested. A lot of movement. The ball comes over. Yesef's underneath it, which he picks out of the air like a salmon and looks to try and get an early ball release, but he's just taking his time. There wasn't much on there with Johnny Edwards actually defending. There wasn't much to go for there. But Yesef plays the ball out to see if he can try and find Edwards. Doesn't get the ball. Storer goes in for a competitive header. Thadoj picks the ball up well, drives forward into the heart of the Lowestoft defence, but he's played it too far. Gets easily taken out. And Goodyear plays a lovely little deft header out to Powell. Comes across to Connor Johnson right in the centre of the half. He plays a switchboard out to Wilkinson, who is actually onside this time. Wilkinson's just trying to see if he can get some players else involved, and he can't. There's nobody else around him, so he tries to play it to Fifield. That'll get easily cleared there by Ruffles. Only as far as Connie Johnson, who plays the ball back to Dan Yezef. So Poppy's retaining the ball, just play it around the back 4. Connor Johnson's going to play a ball forward to see if he can try and get into McClintock. McClintock comes well, but Ben Shelf comes out, sees that danger, comes out to the edge of his 18-yard box and clears that out of the ground, really, down to our right-hand side for a throw-in to the Poppies. As we're in the 34th minute of this first half. Throw comes McClintock. Plays it back to Wes York. Wes York turns. Does he get a free kick? Yes, he does. Had his legs taken away by Rangel there as he looked to switch the play. And he's done well down the overlap here for Wes York with Fifield. That combination has done us really well. Alex Torres underneath the player. It's a free kick here on the right hand side. Storer's going to take it. There's 4 players in the box, right into the edge of the 18-yard box. It comes across to it's a shot. Just either side of the goal. A suspicion of had ball there, but yeah, I think the referee's just given a goal kick. Fifield there, who managed to, the ball came all the way across to him. He managed to chest it down and then get a what could only be termed to be a toe punt at that one. And thankfully for Ben Self, it went trickling past his left-hand side there. But certainly a possibility of a handball is Kai Fairfield brought it down, but the referee's given a goal kick. But certainly a good opportunity for Poppies there, and certainly give them a bit of a lift as we've got 10 minutes left in the first half. Colin Johnson up with a head forward, retains the ball. Haylock's in there, but a lovely ball inside there. Can't get Johnny Edwards away, and Ben Self clears the ball again. And Rangel, who traps the ball well, comes inside, plays it to Norman. That's a lovely ball, lovely 1-2 there. Wes York just clears him out there, waits for the ball, and Connor Johnson has to clear that for a throw. Lovely interplay there from Lowestoft Town, just to be able to get down that left-hand side. Looks like it's going to be another long throw. Throw's taken to about halfway into the Poppies half. This is definitely going to be a long throw. There's 5 Lowestoft players into the 18-yard box. Ball comes over, headed and crossed into the 18-yard box, comes across the penalty. There's a shot. No. Haylock there just trying to get a shot going, but it was cleared, blocked well, I think, by Storer. He's had a good solid game this first half. As the ball goes in, it's a Poppy throw right on the left hand side, about 5-6 yards out from the corner flag. Powell's looking to try and get that ball down the line if he can. Which he does. Johnny Edwards knocks it forward, and that'll go out again for another ricochet throw in. Yeah, still waiting for the first goal here. Back to Rangel. Rangel puts it out to the left-hand side here. Tries to get a 1-2 going there, but he's not going to get it. Wes Yorks intercepts this, but he's taken off him. Rangel's got the ball. He tries to beat York again, but he ricochets off for a corner. Wes York should have just got rid of the ball there instead of just trying to play it down the left-hand side, but unfortunately Rangel was there to try and nick that ball, and a slight deflection leads to a Lowestoft corner on the left-hand side. Thank you. So McIntosh is taking that. We can just about see it from our commentary position here. There's a possibility of a short one, but he plays it in all the way along to the far side, headed out there by Powell. Excellent header. He goes far out as Rangel again. He seems to be everywhere. Great tackle there from Johnson, but he loses it. Rangel's got past one. He's got past two. That's a push, and that must be a free kick right on the edge of the area, that one. I'm surprised he might even get a booking for this now, Connor Johnson. Now his referee's going to call him over. If he booked that for that decision, he does indeed, yes. 38 minutes. We get a booking there for Connor Johnson. I don't think you can have any real issue with that. Rangel got the ball. He's gone past Connor Johnson. He's on the edge of the 18-yard box, and Connor just bundled him out from behind and put him down, and that leads to a free kick to Lowestoft right on the 18-yard box on the far side of the pitch. Again, 5 or 6 players in the box. This could be quite interesting from a second ball perspective. Just waiting for the referee to get playing back going. Here he goes. Ball in the area, and the referee's blown again. He's obviously unhappy. I don't know whether he's just having a chat with some of the Poppies defenders. Yeah. There's a bit of handbags there in the middle from Alex Goodyear and Aola, the two number 6s, having a good tussle there in the midfield. Sorry, in the on the 6-yard box, I should say. Just waiting for the ball to come over again. The referee's just watching the play. They're right beside Dan Jesef here as the ball's going to come over. It's just taking his time. Ball comes over. Headed out well by Wes York. Pumped back in. Go all right into the air underneath it. Johnson's underneath that. And he goes to Thanodge. Thanodge plays it over. Can Fifield get the ball? No, he can't. That goes straight out from a clearance from Thanodge, but certainly a danger averted there, I think, from that free kick. Certainly with 6 minutes to go in this first half. It's been fairly even, to be fair. Another long throw from Lowestoft. Goodyear underneath it. And the referee's assistant there has decided to give a free kick against Alex Goodyear for climbing. Yeah, referee's going to have another chat with Alex Goodyear. I'm sure they're not exchanging phone numbers at this stage, so it's just telling him to watch himself. Referee doesn't have a low tolerance for sort of contact sport really in this game, but so we'll see what happens as the game progresses. But certainly it's a Lowestoft free kick. That's about 10 yards on the diagonal on the 18-yard box on the far side, just ready to take this. Ball's going to come over, which it does. Goes all the way past and out for a shot here on the edge of the area. Oh, and that really should have been 1-0. Should have been 1-0 there. The ball was played in. Lowestoft's number 9 there ducked and then ricocheted off to a Poppies player. Came to Lowestoft on the edge of the 18-yard box there, and a full sort of throttle volley went screaming past Dan Yosef's left-hand post there. Probably took out a couple of spectators, but certainly that's about as much damage as it did. But a good let-off there for Poppies, but just shows the potency of Lowestoft. Headed forward again. Powell's got his running back towards goal here. He's pursued by Norman. Powell plays well. puts it upfield, but that's not going to go anywhere, and it goes out for a Lowestoft throw. It hits Richard Lavery on the back of the head. So we're still waiting for the ball to come back in. It's very low. The sun is welcome to see here at Lowestoft, so it's good. You can see. Just waiting for the throw to come in. It's gone back out to Dan Yesef for a goal kick. 3 or 4 minutes left now in this first half. Yesef kicks the ball forward. That'll go out for. It's still in. Still in. Played forward. Goodyear underneath that, plays to Powell. Powell up into the air, but that'll go out straight out again for another touchline throw in. It is a bit Six Nations at the moment. And with Lowestoft having an opportunity to get another long throw in, these throw-ins are not necessarily good for the Poppy's health. It's played forward there by Cole. Norman has the ball, he turns. He's policed well by Goodyear. It's played up into the air again. Thanod's underneath it. He doesn't get it. It's headed forward. Johnson's going to come forward there, but it's policed out well by Johnson. He's been busy, Johnson, to be fair. He's put himself around in the 18-yard box. He's been a threat. But a beautiful spring day here at Crown Meadow. As Dan Jeffers plays the ball for the goal kick. He's been a busy keeper, actually. He's been much busier than Ben Self has been in this half. So we'll wait to see what will transpire. Here we go. Headed forward by Aola all the way back to Connor Johnson. He's going to turn. She does. Plays the ball out to Powell. Play it early. Lovely interplay there to McClintock. McClintock plays the ball out. A lovely ball out to Kai Fifield. Kai Fifield's going down the middle. He's on the 18 in the upper. Can he get a shot in? He can, but he skied it. He has skied that at least 12 feet above the bar there. A lovely ball there from Sam McClintock. Split the Lowestoft defence, and Kai Fifield, who was onside, used his pace to get inside there, pick the ball up, take 5 or 6 paces to get to the 18-yard box there, and took the shot early and skied it well over the bar. And Ben Self didn't need to do anything but crick his neck to watch it head into the car park at that point. So, yeah, opportunity for the Poppies there. And just as the half comes to an end, we've got a minute to play here. I haven't seen the board go up yet, but I can't think there'll be very much time added on. But certainly a great opportunity there from Fifield, using his pace to get behind the Lowestoft defence there as they were pushing forward. Just shows there are some chinks in those channels. Ball comes forward. Goodyear's on it. Plays it forward to Edwards. Edwards gets it down. Another little ball forward there to McClintock, but he can't reach it. It's headed out. Played back in there from Storer. And goes for a Poppy's throw now. About halfway through into the Lowestoft half on the far side. It's giving it to Powell. Looking to see if he can try and find McClintock. McClintock's jinking to see if he can try and get a bit of space to get the ball. He's going to have to throw it in. Plays it back to Storer. Plays it back to Powell. Powell gets a ball in. He gets it as far as Wilkinson. He turns. He shoots, but that's blocked. It'll go for a Poppy's corner on the far side. So in the dying embers of this first half, Poppies have got a throw at the far side. Which Alex Storer is going over into the white-clad fence, right over on that far side, ready to take this. He places the ball. There's a lot of activity all around Ben Self. There's 5 or 6 players literally all clustered in the 6-yard box. Referee's just watching that. He just to go on with it. Alex Storer just about to put the ball in, which he does. Comes out. Well headed out by Aola, and referee already as predicted there, is given a free kick against Johnny Edwards, who protests his innocence, but Ben Self ends up on the floor. Yeah, it's probably. We were just talking to the Lowestoft guys here beforehand, and they said this is their sixth. Is that right? Your sixth, seventh or eighth goalkeeper this season. So they've had quite a few, and this is his first. This is Ben Sel's first game as he joined from Dereham Town. But irrespective of that, Johnny Edwards is actually he's going to talk himself into the book here. The referee's calling over the captain, Connor Johnson. I mean, it's silly. He just doesn't need to do that. He's been protesting his innocence ever since that happened. So the referee, quite rightly, is going to have a chat with Connor Johnson and say, "Look, that was a foul. Calm down. Let's get on with the game. We don't need to book him. Let's just go for it." So we'll see what happens. I mean, it just shows some passion, I suppose, from Johnny Edwards. That's he feels as if he's unfairly done by there in that challenge, but nevertheless, let's see if he can try and challenge that into it. But he's not going to have an opportunity to do that as we reach half-time here at Crown Meadow. It's Lowestoft Town 0, Kettering Town 0, a fairly even game. Chances at both ends, to be fair. And I think if either had scored, you wouldn't have been too unhappy with that. But as the players traipse off to our right-hand side, going to the dressing rooms, we will leave you to imbibe whatever particular enjoyment that you're going to have over the halftime, and we will see you on the other side. Good afternoon. Welcome back to the Crown Meadow here at Lowestoft. As the players just come out for the second half, Richard Lavery is having a chat to goalkeeper coach Brad as they cross the field. Can't see there's any other changes at the moment for the Poppies. I think it's all as is the first half. I'm just checking through Lowestoft. I can't see. Not everybody's out yet, so we're just waiting for them to. Yeah, there's definitely no change for the Poppies. Just looking to see if there's any other changes as the subs come in. What's we got here? 10. No, it looks like it's all as you were, I think, from the look of it. Just a couple of scores. I know you've been commenting, so thanks very much for that, everybody. Yeah, we're all the same here as the referee is coming out. Ashley Tyne. Just a couple of scores just from half-time, just for the top five there. So Telford are now 1-0 up at Sudbury. Bedford, ourselves and Hales Owen are all 0-0s, and Stamford are 1-0 up as well. Stratford are losing 3-0 away to Harborough, and indeed Leiston are actually losing 2-0 as well. So really any sort of result here, any win would be hugely beneficial as we go into Tuesday's game. And then obviously the big one against Telford next Saturday. So teams out. Lowestoft look like they're going to be kicking off in the best possible sense of the word. Referee's just checking nobody's snuck on at half time. Getting rid of a few practice balls out on there. As now Poppies are playing from right to left. Hopefully the partial slope might help them with that, and they're certainly not going to be playing. They're going to be playing with the wind, such as it is. So any advantage is a good advantage at this stage. Sam Johnson for Lowestoft is ready to take this kick, and we're off. We're away now for the second half. As the games come thick and fast at this stage, let's see what happens. Alex Goodyear's underneath this, gets a good header in. Thanos picks the ball up, and number 7 is down. The head injury there. Referee spotted that pretty quickly. Joe Duffy is prostrate, holding his head. Referee's just walking away from him. He's not an empathetic referee. I think we can probably say that. As Joe Duffy eventually gets up on his haunches and gets back to his feet. There's a drop ball now for Connor Johnson to take. He's looking forward, play it forward, which he does. Edwards nowhere near that. It comes back to Duffy. Intercepted there from McClintock. Duffy picks it up again. Plays it out to Rangel on the far side. Rangel comes inside, right on the halfway line. Plays that to McIntosh. Lovely 1-2 there from Lowestoft as Rangel goes forward again. He turns, he spins, looking for some pass, but he's crowded out by the Poppies defenders. Goes down to McIntosh, who plays it into space, but there's nobody there. Edwards picks the ball up, gives it to Thanos. Thanos looking for some support on the right-hand side, sees none, has to play it back inside to McClintock. McClintock plays it to the outside there for Powell. Powell comes back inside. Thanos plays it to Wes York. Wes York tries a crossfield ball, gets to Storer. Storer to McClintock. Plays that to Powell. Powell puts it down to Wilkinson on this side. The ball bounces over Wilkinson's lovely back flick there to try and find Powell, but it's intercepted well by Lowestoft as they come away now. There'll be a ball played up to see if they can get it past Goodyear. Goodyear's underneath this. He plays it back in. It's well picked up there. It's given back out now. Wilkinson is pushing the number 2 there, Norman. But he does well. Plays it into midfield. Thanos back out into there. Edwards is offside. He can't touch the ball as it trickles through to Self. Again, a bit sporadic here in the second half, I should say. But it's all to play for here, the Crown Meadow. As Self and his fluorescent kit Fly kicks the ball out underneath. Colin Johnson heads that well. Goes as far as Sayer. Comes back into Thanodge. Thanodge to Storer. He's got no support. Has to come to Powell. Clips that forward to see if he can get to Wilkinson, who's pushed. And the referee sees that as a free kick. Thanodge is underneath it. Right on the halfway line. Storer steps in. Haylock, the defender, tries to get in the way, but it's pushed out to Powell. Can Powell get an early cross in? He puts it straight into the area. Slip there from Lowestoft, but they managed to get the ball away. And that's cleared out by Ruffles for a Poppy's throw. Just about opposite the 18-yard box here. The referee's indicating he just wants it to be slowed down. There's a Lowestoft player just doing his boots up. Ball's taken quickly back to Powell. Can Powell get across and go back to Wilkinson? Wilkinson gets the ball in. It's going to be easily cleared out there, which it is. As far as Goodyear, who shins it forward to Thanodge. Thanodge gets a pass. McClintock does well to get the ball down. He did very well there. Gets to Powell. Powell plays it forward for Wilkinson, but he's not going to get that. And the ball runs out to safety in respect to Lowestoft Town. And Ben Self, who had an assured game so far, puts the ball down for a goal kick. No changes on either side. Bench look as they are, and we can hear some songs from the Red Army there, away to our left. Ball played up in the air by Self. Thanodge is underneath this, but Johnson gets there first. Quite a lot of pressure. Ricochets off Fifield. McClintock can't get there. It's played forward, but only as far as Goodyear. Goodyear to Powell. Plays it inside to Storer. Storer puts it up in the air to see if he can try and get Johnny Edwards going. Johnny Edwards can, but Ben Self is right on the edge of his 18-yard box there to collect that ball. And Johnny Edwards is staying up. Self kicks the ball, but it's held up by the wind. It's brought down well there by Cole. Cole plays it forward, but Powell intercept that well. Tries to go past one. He's into their box. Tries to get Edwards in. A lovely little slip pass there, but it's well picked out by the Lowestoft defender, who clears the ball and it hits Wilkinson on the arm, and the referee deems that to be a handball. So Lowestoft get a free kick in the middle of their pitch. Lovely little through ball there from Powell to see if he can try and get Edwards going. You've got to get the service to him. There's no point in having him on the pitch if you can't get the ball to him, because he needs it to his feet. He's not one of these guys that's going to be going past 14 players and then putting it in the top left-hand corner. He needs that service. Ben Self plays the ball down. Goodyear's underneath this. Kicks it again out. Johnny Edwards trying to hold the ball up, but he can't. He's policed well by Cole. And Ben Self goes all the way back to him, but he fly kicks it out. And it goes out for a Poppy's throw right near the 18-yard box. Going to be quickly taken, I think, by Powell. A bit of pressure. Plays it forward to McClintock. McClintock plays it out to Wilkinson. Sorry, it's to Storer. Storer plays it in field to Johnson. Johnson's got an option on the far side there. Wedge York. He's on the halfway line. He plays the ball forward. Can he find Fifield? Great run by Fifield there, but unfortunately, just their ball skips off the turf there and goes for a goal kick. But again, good movement up front. But it's just a final ball. It's just disappointing at the moment. There's no movement on any of the benches whatsoever at this stage. So as we are now in the 7th minute of the second half. Self for the ball down to the right-hand side of the Poppy's defence, headed by Fifield out. Lowestoft get a chance for another long throw down that side. Poppy's bench complaining about time wasting. I think we're a bit early for that. The ball's played short. McClintock's trying to get hold of the ball, but it's played forward. That'll go straight out again. It's chased by Rangel, but he's not going to get that. It's a Poppy's throw deep into their own half, which York will take. Poppy's playing their familiar sort of Christmas tree formation. Headed on by Edwards. Ball still in play. Edwards retains the ball. Just did well there. Colin Johnson underneath. Storer plays it to Edwards, plays to Storer, tries to find Fifield against Ayula. Ayula plays well there. He got that ball back and distributed very well there, but it's intercepted again for Kettering. They just can't get two passes together in midfield. And that ball goes straight out again for a Lowestoft throw right on the far side of the pitch. It is frustrating. Seem to retain the opportunity to get the ball, but the distribution is poor. I think Kettering are going to have to change it up if they're going to get anything out of this game, because Lowestoft are certainly not unhappy by the way it's going at the moment. It's played forward by Johnson, trying to see if he can find Edwards. Fifield not plays it forward, but easily picked out then, but cleared by Lowestoft again. And that was a foul by Powell. He missed the ball completely, and that has to be a booking, I would suspect. It was unfortunate. No malice in that. He just missed the ball completely, and Aaron Powell goes into the book in the 9th minute. Fairly innocuous there, but certainly Sayer felt that. Powell just missed the ball completely and seemed to tattoo his studs down Sayer's leg there. It's just outside the D in the Lowestoft half. Meanwhile, we have a bit of movement on the Lowestoft bench, but not any substitutes at this stage. Yeah, he looks like he's down. He's not happy. I don't think there was anything in it. It was just a genuine attempt to play the ball there, but certainly Sayers, who's there, Lowestoft's main striker, certainly the highest goal scorer this season, is down, and a couple of players going over to the Lowestoft bench just to have a chat. Yeah. Yeah, they get a bit of a break. So Sayers still down, so Johnson and McIntosh there just having a bit of a chat with the Trawlerman's bench. Kettering Town just taking on some water, I think, at this stage. Richard Lavery's just having a chat with Connor Johnson. Wes York is also fairly animated over there. But Sayers back on his feet, and he's heading towards the dugout. So if that'll be a change or not, it's difficult to see. Probably not. I think he'll... Yeah. I don't think there's any substitution there as the sun's getting lower here into our lovely commentary position here at Lowestoft. Ball's played forward by Self. Johnson over it. Comes back to Lowestoft on the left-hand side, plays the ball forward. Johnson underneath that again. Story gets it. McClintock can't clear it and actually tries to clear it, but takes our Lowestoft player probably about 10, 15 yards outside of the 18-yard box. Yeah. Yeah. And McClintock just again, that was unfortunate. He did try to clear the ball, but is it the same play? Yes, indeed it is. Yes, he's in the wars. Is Harvey Sayer, but he is back up on his feet. As I said, he's the leading goal scorer here, so they wouldn't want to miss him too much. But he's outside the D. But everybody scrunched up right on the edge of the 18-yard box for this corner. That's going to get swung in from the far side. So McIntosh is going to take this one. Comes in. Goodyear's pull back there. You can see his shirt off his shoulders from here. So that's a bit of a waste for Lowestoft actually, because they had opportunity there. It's a Poppy's free kick, which Yesef, for the 50th time in a Poppy shirt, will take. There he goes into the Suffolk sky. Powell gets a header in. Wilkinson's a bit late to get to that ball, and it's played forward. Lovely turn by the number 7. retains it. Goodyear's trying to get past him, but he goes forward. Duffy goes forward, but and referee gives a foul there against Powell. He has to be careful. Again, probably 5 or 6 yards to the right of the 18-yard box, deep into Poppy's territory here. Sayer is over the ball. Seems to have recovered from his 2 recent challenges. 4 or 5 players for Lowestoft, all lined up against the 18-yard box here. Edwards has gone back to defend as well. Ball's going to be clipped in. Straight to Yesef. Yesef should be underneath this, which indeed he is. Can he get an early ball out? He fly kicks it to see if he can try and get hold of Fifield. It's going to bounce. It will go to Fifield. Can he keep it in? He can. Lowestoft are streaming back. There's no support for Fifield as he goes to the byline. He gets the ball across. It's headed out well there by McIntosh. Thanodge retains the ball. Looking for some support. It's played forward. Lovely back to Fifield. Fifield comes in, clips it to the far side, but just sails over the bar. Nice shot. Good thought. Nice movement out to the right-hand side there. Good early pass and distribution from Dan Yesef to find the sprinting Kai Fifield. Doing his gazelle impression down the left right-hand side there to retain that ball. Good cross. And that led then to the shot on the edge of the 18-yard box that Ben Self was quite happy to see clear the bar. Ball comes across. Headed forward by Storer. McClintock can't get it down. They'll go for a throw, and that'll be Lowestoft, I suspect. On the far side, just in front of the Lowestoft dugout. It is. It's a very bitty game at the moment. I think a single goal will probably separate the teams if we ever get that far. As we go forward, it's just a little bit of head tennis again. It's back out for another throw the far side. Let's see what happens next on that one. But Ruffles with the throw on the far side. That goes straight out. This really is quite poor at the far side here. It is like playing for possession, playing for touch. Headed forward there to Fifield. Fifield the back heel, disrupted well. Lowestoft come out with the ball, play a long switch there, but that goes straight out of play. You can't disguise that it's a fairly sort of poor performance from both sides at this stage. I mean, Lowestoft have conceded 76 goals, but Poppies haven't been prolific in front of goals either. So still plenty of time. Ball comes forward. Thanodge picks up all up in his own area. Plays a lovely crossfield pass here to Wilkinson. Wilkinson's got some acres to make up as he does. He's policed well by Lowestoft as they come back. Wilkinson's gone for the byline. Tries to play it off the player, but he still retains it, looking for some support. Powell is behind him. Plays it to Wilkinson. He's offside. He's offside. Once again. Again, we don't need VAR to see that. The combination of Powell and Wilkinson down this left-hand side just doesn't seem to be quite clicking the way that we would want it to. And certainly Powell should have retained that ball a little bit earlier. Should have held it before releasing it down there. But he certainly didn't. And we see a bit of movement on the far side there for changes. But I mean, 17th minute of the second half. As Ben Self plays the ball. Goodyear gets the throw in. Gets the ball back. He retains the ball, plays it to Powell. Powell plays it forward. Edwards trying to get a tackle, but he's brought down there. Referee's got to be looking at that. Well in from Wes York. He's coming in again. There he goes. That's a free kick. Yeah, there's frustration there from Johnny Edwards. Yeah, he was brought down there earlier from the Lowestoft player, but Edwards is not happy about that because he didn't get the free kick. So he just barges into him needlessly. I know he's frustrated, and I can understand that. But he's got to watch himself and take advantage of any of the opportunities which may or may not come up as a result of this game, as Ben Self plays the ball forward. Goodyear, good header. Headed for by Wilkinson. That'll go out for a Lowestoft throw on this side, on the halfway line. Still no subs evident at the moment as the Lowestoft take bit of a blue intercepted by Thanoj. Storer plays it forward to Edwards to see if he can try and get behind Cole. But Cole heads it back to Ben Self without any problem at all. But that's better. We've got to give him some service in order for him to be able to try and get a shot on target. Ben Self with a long kick down the field. Where's York's underneath this? Kai Fifield trying to bring it down. It's under pressure. It's got 3 round him. It loses it. It comes out there. Johnson picks it out. That'll go for a throw at the far side, which Rangel has in his hands at the moment. Subs looks like we have a sub. 64th minute, we have a sub here from Lowestoft. Lowestoft look like they want to make the first change. We got, is that number 3? So Dylan Ruffles, the left back, is being replaced there by Josh Lewis.
64th minute, place number 3, Dylan Ruffles, for 12, Josh Lewis.
Josh Lewis is has recently joined, or could be on loan, not sure, from Ipswich. On loan from Ipswich, so this is his second game, I think. But certainly it's a very good replacement, I think, from Lowestoft as they are looking to take the throw in on the far side. Wes York comes in, steals that on the inside. McClintock loses the ball and it fouls the no 15. That'll be another booking. Yeah, Sam McClintock there into the book. He lost the ball and just clipped the Lowestoft player in a fairly sort of central position about halfway into the Kettering half. Really no issue with that at all. It just lost control, couldn't get it back, and then just clipped the player as he was striding forward. So a bit of a professional a foul there, but nevertheless, we'll see what happens as Sayer stands over the ball here. A few substitutes for Kettering warming up. Referee's chatting away to Duffy and to Goodyear here. Ball's going to come in. Ball comes in, headed out by Edwards, but only goes as far as Rangel on the edge of the area. Tries to go down the right-hand side, but he's going to thought about it. He's getting some support now from the number 2. Tries to go around Connor Johnson, but that isn't going to be the case. And Charlie Norman just trying to dink it inside, but it goes for a throw, which will be a long throw, no doubt, from the right-hand side here. There's 4 players in the area. Ball comes across. The SF stays in his line. Goodgie gets a good header. And it's cleared right up into the Suffolk sky there from Wilkinson. McClintock gets the header. And now it's Kai Fifield. Kai Fairfield's on the ball. Can he look up and get a pass? He's under pressure. He can. He plays it right over the far side. It goes over Clintock's head and goes for a goal kick. And a wasted opportunity that was. Good break, but nothing is going to happen in there. So we've got some changes. It looks like on the Kettering bench. So that'll be possibly Terrell Pennant might come on for Andy Thanoj. We're just waiting for confirmation of that. Richard Lavery's urging his players to try and put a bit more effort into it. We're just waiting for confirmation of when that change will occur. No. Meanwhile, the game goes on. Goodyear's up in the head there. Wilkinson gets a knock on. Thanoj misses the ball completely and retains the ball, though he's done well to try and get that back, but he loses it. Lowestoft now on the attack, and that's a foul there against Wilkinson. Yes, Wilkinson got the ball and was just clipped as the substitutes disco board seems to be coming out. And the referee's seen the board, so we have a change for the Poppies in the 57th minute. Just checking to see that is Andy Thanoj. What was that? Andy Thanoj? Yeah, it's Andy Thanoj coming off. And yeah, Terrell Pennant is on. Just trying to see if there's any switch in formation there. Terrell Pennant's coming straight onto the left-hand side here. So it looks like a switch in formation. It's like they're taking a man out of midfield and pushing that up to now a front 3. As Connor Johnson He's going to take this free kick in the Poppy's half, plays it up into the air. Johnson's not going to get that. Goes all the way back now to Connor Johnson again. Plays it out to Terrell Pennant. He doesn't get his first touch. Wilkinson to Pennant. Pennant back to Wilkinson. Well, it's actually Storer, actually. Storer got some push there. He was fouled there by Sayer, just getting a bit energetic in that challenge. And he gives the Poppies a free kick just inside the Lowestoft half, down to the left-hand side. Alex Storer standing over this. There are 5 Poppies, white-shirted Poppies in the area. This should be a clipball right onto Connor Johnson, I would suspect. Here comes the ball. Storer puts it in, quite close to the keeper. Keeper loses it, and referee immediately gives a free kick there against Connor Johnson. But thankfully, Ben Self is up and is picking the ball out of the back of the net, not because they've scored, just because it was put there after the free kick was awarded. So we're still 0-0 here at Lowestoft, and as the sun begins to set, time is ticking. Hales Owen have gone 2-0 up, and now we're at the top of the table. And Bedford are losing 1-0, with Telford winning 1-0 as well, and Stamford are winning 1-0. Stratford are losing 3-1 away at Harborough. So becomes even more important what's going to happen in the next 20 minutes or so. Kettering got a free kick right on the far side, just inside the Lowestoft half. Again, they're packing the 18-yard box here to see if they can try and get some, get a knockdown, get a second ball possibly. Well, the referees, he's gone to the dugout. Referee's having a chat. He's having a chat with the Kettering bench. It's very difficult to understand what he's saying or what he's doing over there. Yeah, looks like it's a booking for Richard Lavery. Yeah, it's definitely giving him a yellow card there. For what we will never know, but we will ask later on. Was that 2? I think they might have always just 1. I think it was just 1 there, but yeah, I think Richard Lavery's got a bit effervescent there on the yeah, the referee's assistant has called him over, and that's a booking there for Richard Lavery. 20 minutes left. Free kick to Kettering. Ball comes in, goes to the far side. Oh, punched by Selford. He completely missed that. Terrell Pennant tries to get across him, but he doesn't. Goodyear retains the ball, goes out to Pennant on the left-hand side. He's into the 18-yard box, but he can't get a cross in, and that will probably go for a corner, which indeed it does. Let's see what that will get us. So maybe Richard Lavery's antics might have spurred them on a little bit. But it's a corner right down to the left-hand side, right in front of the Poppies faithful there. Ball's going to come across. Everybody's gone right to the far corner. McClintock is saying the ball falls. He'll be on the edge of the 18-yard box. Ball comes over. It's quite a lot of manoeuvring and pushing. Referee's not having it. He's just not having it again. There's a lot of pushing and barging that's happening. Referee's slowly going around to pick out the perpetrator of that. It's hard to see exactly who that was at the backside of that, but nevertheless, referee's unhappy. But the smallest man on the pitch is having a go there. So anyway, ball comes in. Headed in or headed out? No. Self tries to retain the ball. It's all bobbing around. Johnson gets a headed forward, but I think that'll be cleared out by Lowestoft there. Keeper came out, didn't get it. The ball's going to pobble around, but it's back out to Powell. Powell on the edge of the area. He's got 2 with him. He's going to lose it, though. And referee's assistant is flagging for a foul there, but the game goes on again. Tyrell plays it into... but it goes back out. McClintock has to go all the way back to Dan Jessef. That's a wasted opportunity there. Jessef plays it out to the far right-hand side to Goodyear. Goodyear gets a good headed on, but it'll go into the hands of Ben Self, who pats it down and smothers the ball with great ease. Some good opportunities there from Poppies, but they seem to be a bit tentative to get an opportunity to shoot on target. Nevertheless, 17 minutes left. Ben Self clears the ball down. Johnson underneath that. Edwards trying to get a header, can't get there. Storer picks up the ball on the halfway line, puts it forward for Edwards. Edwards just cannot get a header or trap a ball at all. Lowestoft retain the ball. A lovely 1-2 there, but Goodyear's there to, again, just to be able to put his foot into it and see if he can get Terrell Pennant moving, but cold underneath that. And that goes out for a Poppy's throw just about on the halfway line. No, it doesn't. It stayed in, actually. The wind kept it in there up to Wilkinson. Terrell Pennant trying to get involved, but he can't. No one plays the ball forward. Goodyear retains the ball. It's done very well to get that tackle in and back to Yezev. Yezev has cleared that. McClintock picks the ball up. His socks around by his ankles at this stage. Wilkinson loses the ball. He has more time, but he hasn't got anything. Sayer is down now, clutching his ankle. Not a happy man at all, as Wilkinson retains the ball, so that he should have stopped the play there, really. But that's a foul against McClintock, and the Lowestoft players are very unhappy as Sayer's still on the floor. He's got up now. It really should have been a free kick there. Really should have been, but the referee ignored it, let it play on. It results in a Kettering free kick and a foul against Sam McClintock. 16 minutes left. Alex Storer over the ball. This is probably the 5th free kick in the same area that the Poppies have had. Let's hope it comes out with a different outcome. Plays the ball, a short one into Edwards. Edwards turns, shoots, ricochets off a couple of players and cleared out. That was, at least they've tried something different there. Alex Storer is absolutely berating Edwards for not having an opportunity to turn rather than trap the ball. But he did get a shot away, but it was blocked. In the meantime, ball's played forward by York up into the air. Connor Johnson underneath this with a head on, but cleared out by the number 4 there. McIntosh goes out to Sayer. Goes all the way back. Ball's played forward now. It's 3-on-1. York's going to go back. Is he going to get the ball? Yes, he can. He's going to need to clear it. He's under a bit of pressure. He tries a pirouette, which he gets. He's that run to his own area, but the referee's given a free kick for only a reason he would know. But who are we to interpret the motivations and mindset of referees in this league? But nevertheless, he has given a free kick, which Dan Jessup is going to clear. Edwards underneath this, gets a head on for the first time. Fifield running forward, and that'll go to a Poppy throw on the far side. A little bit more urgency. Nothing from the bench at the moment here. York with a throw. Goes to McClintock. Plays it inside, gets the ball over. It's on the edge of the area to Wilkinson. He turns and he skied it. Absolutely skied that. That's in the North Sea, that. There's no doubt about that. Lovely throw. Lovely clip inside there from Sam McClintock on the edge of the 18-yard box there. Finn Wilkinson has just gone for the conversion, and he's absolutely hit a Russian trawler in the North Sea there. There's no doubt about that. So it's unfortunate, but there we go. But opportunities are coming, and as some of our Lowestoft colleagues have said here, that the issues have come a bit later in the game for Lowestoft, trying to see out a game. So who knows? But they're doing well at the moment. Goodyear with a header is pushed, but nevertheless, Fifield plays it forward. Ball's cleared from Lowestoft. They've got pinned out into their own half. Let's put it right up into the air now. Johnson underneath that. That'll go for a puppy throw on the far side. Throw-in's going to come in. Comes into Storer. Back to McClintock there. Picks the ball up. Tries to play it forward, but again, ricocheted off a Lowestoft leg there for a throw-in. Another one comes out forward for York. York's on the edge of the 18-yard box, just trying to get himself in there. And he's given a corner. Referee's given a corner on the far side. Good play from York. Trapped the ball, took it in, tried to get to the edge of the 18-yard box by the goal line. And they've had to concede a corner. Again, a lot of movement. 6-yard area is absolutely packed all around Ben Self. Goodyear's coming up, trying to get around the back. McClintock on the edge of the area. The ball comes in. It's flighted up. Can they get a header? It's headed out well from Lowestoft there. Great clearance. But they haven't cleared the ball completely. Under pressure here. To get the ball, it goes to McClintock, who manages to get the ball back. Plays it to Pennant. Pennant goes for the goal line. And that's got to be a goal kick, the referee says. Ricocheted there off Pennant. So another opportunity missed there for the Poppies. There's still plenty of time left. No changes on the bench whatsoever. The Kettering management team are urging their team forward to try if they can try and change the deadlock that seems to be the hallmark of this game. Connor Johnson with a great header goes to Edwards. Edwards plays it inside. There's tap forward there from Storer to Wilkinson, but that'll go straight out to a goal kick to Lowestoft. More possession from Poppies, but no end result. Seems to be the story of this half. Goal kick there from South. Goodyear's underneath that. Good head forward. Well intercepted there from Lowestoft and headed back again. Rangel comes forward over the halfway line for Lowestoft. Can they nick one at the end here? Sayer is on his own on the right-hand side. The ball goes forward. Goodyear's underneath that, but he doesn't get it. Lowestoft retain the ball right on the far side of the pitch. Lovely 1-2 inside there, but Poppy's managed to get the ball back. And Yesef will clear this, which he does. Edwards holds the ball up. Doesn't quite get it to Johnson, but well intercepted. McClintock's lost the ball. Comes out to Sayer. Pass, we're going to have a shot. He has a shot. Oh, just goes past the right hand upright there of Dan Yesef. That was a good shot, long range shot, about 20 yards out from the dangerous Sayer there. And Dan Yesef saw it all the way. There was no issues, but nevertheless, lose the ball in midfield. This is what's going to happen, and they can certainly nick one here. Yesef goes the goal kick right upfield again. But Travis Cole has had a great game for Lowestoft. He's been marshalling that back defence very well. Ball's played forward to Edwards. Edwards down their right-hand side with Aolo, and Aolo's going to go straight out for a goal kick. Again, they just need string a few passes together, get some pattern in the play. It's too sporadic. It's all over the place at the moment. No changes to call from the bench. Still got Niall Ranger, Lewis White, and Cyrus Babai Gums. Ball's played out. Johnson underneath it, misses it. Rangel gets the ball. Johnson trying to get back in again. Goodyear puts a foot in. York gets a header, but it goes to Rangel. Rangel's it in. It's past one. It's past two, but well done. McClintock gets the ball back, but Rangel sticks with him. Ball sprayed out to the right-hand side here. Sale have to come back, which he does. Tries to play the ball forward, but the ball goes out for a Poppy's throw, which Aaron Powell will take. He's just trying to slow it down. The referee's telling him to take a couple of steps back, which he ignores. Again, Aaron Powell's had a new haircut, as we can see here. As we can see it, you can't, but referee's telling him to get back. It's not impressed either with his positional play or his haircut. Ball down the line. Forward by Edwards, headed out again by Cole. Powell plays the ball forward. Terrell Pennant is going to chase this ball, but Self comes out and kicks the ball out for a throw. That's again good policing of his 18-yard box there from the Lowestoft keeper. Powell with a throw in again. He's slowed it right down again. Got no options here. He's going to have to go back to Goodyear probably. No, gets it to Storer, stands on it, gives it back to Powell. Gets the ball in early. Gets it to Edwards. Edwards turns, plays it out to York on the edge of the area. Can he get a shot in? He can. Oh, it goes all the way across the goal, but that's a goal kick. Edwards couldn't get his foot on it, and it fizzed across that 6-yard box there to give them an opportunity, but to no avail. The Poppies management team there on the halfway line. I think they're looking to change the formation again to see if they can try and unlock the Lowestoft defence. Just checking the other scores. Halesowen have gone 2-0 up. Telford are still 1-0 up. Bedford are losing 1-0. We're 0-0 and Stamford 1-0. So Halesowen at the top of the moment. Meanwhile, Lowestoft are coming through the middle of Poppy's defence. They played a lovely ball out to Sayer, who's all on his own. Powell comes across. He gets into the 18-yard box. He's going to get a shot in, which he does. But Yesef gets his hand towards that, and it concedes a corner. But again, Sayer, that's his second opportunity on this right wing. Six minutes to go, plus whatever injury, and I don't think there'll be much of that either. So a corner to Lowestoft. It's going to be swinging across out into the 6-yard box. Yesev's underneath this, picks it out without any issue at all. Can he get an early ball out? He can. Gives it to Storer. What can Storer do? Plays the ball forward there. Pennant, who switched sides, can't trap that ball, and it goes out for a Lowestoft throw. Again, disappointing, frustrating for Lowestoft as they slow the play down. A point would be good for them here. Pennant actually gets in there, gets a foot in, retains the ball, looking for some support. He hasn't got any. He's tackled well. Lowestoft retain the ball. Lowestoft, that'll be a foul from Tennant, which it is. So Lowestoft free kick on the far side. Ball comes across. There'll be a free kick here now, which Ben Self will take. Ball's played. Johnson's all over the Lowestoft. Number 7, Joe Duffy there. He was trying to climb him as if he was going to put a traffic cone on his head there, and really that's a foul. About halfway into the Kettering half on the far left-hand side. Again, everybody does the regulatory line up against the 18-yard box. Yesi Alula is the most prominent Lowestoft player here. Ball's going to come in as the sun sets on the Crown Plaza. What does it say? Meadow even. Ball's going to come across now. Hand up in the air there from Lowestoft. A lot of movement on the edge of the 18-yard box. Ball comes in. Headed out by Edwards. Good header there, actually. Only goes as far as the number 11, Haycock. Haycock puts it inside. Great tackle from McClintock there. He did well. Cleared into the sky there from Goodyear. Headed by Norman. Played forward again to Powell. Powell traps it. Plays it forward to Storer, back to Powell. Plays a long ball inside to Wilkinson. He's been quiet the second half. He's got a chance to run at the defence. He plays one to Pennant, but Pennant didn't even see that coming. And now it's gone straight out for a frustrating goal kick. 4 minutes left. What can the Poppies do? A draw wouldn't be the end of the world here, but it certainly would be a missed opportunity, we feel. Just waiting for Ben Self to take the goal kick, which he does. Up he goes. Storer's underneath this, gets the head forward, gets it to Edwards. Edwards back flick there, but I'll go all the way back to Ben Self, who smothers the ball and lies on the floor. He manages to get up. No movement on either bench. A little bit of movement from, actually, say that from Lowestoft, but we'll see how we go with that. Johnson puts the ball forward, only goes as far as a Lowestoft player, tries to play it out to Sayer this side. Wilkinson should get this, which he does. Can he keep it in? He can. Plays it to Powell. Powell back to Goodyear in their own half. Goodyear back to Yesef. Yesef plays the ball forward to the halfway line. Johnny Edwards underneath this, doesn't get the header though. Good tackle from Storer. Well trapped by Powell, puts it up to Edwards again. That's got to be a foul. Oh, he's actually penalised Edwards for backing in. And meanwhile, we've got the number 7 who's down. Joe Duffy, whether he is injured or whether it's time, we don't just running down the clock, who knows? But he has put himself around the second half, so looks like we may have another sub. Edwards is again remonstrating with the referee. It looks like there's Lowestoft are going to make a substitution at this point. We've got 3 minutes left, including whatever injury time. Trainers on the pitch. There's no movement of the Kettering players over to the bench at all. The Kettering management, all three of them, Tom, Frankie and Richard, are in a huddle. Referee's having a chat to Powell, just explaining what he's doing for his holidays after the season. Yeah, Kettering look like they've decided in that huddle, it looks like they're going to make a substitution. Can't quite see who that's going to be. For us. Here we go. Looks like 12 for 16. So it looks like Finley Wilkinson is going to come off. Yes, he is. So Finn Wilkinson comes off, and number 12, Lewis White, is coming on.
16, Finley Wilkinson, number 12, Lewis White.
Wilkinson, who had a good game, was pretty solid. A bit quiet in the second half, but that move is being also being recognised by Lowestoft, who are also making their change at the moment. So Rangel is going to go off. He's going to get booked. Rangel gets booked for coming off at the wrong side and gets booked in the last minute as well. So the number 9 gets booked but comes off, and Gabe Overton is now on for Rangel. He's shaking his head there as he leaves the pitch. It's going to have to be some extra time, but whether what the thinking is with Lewis is, I don't know. We're just trying to have a look to see where he's playing him, and he's going into the back four. So we've now got a back four of Johnson, Lewis White, Goodyear, and Powell. Goodyear with a header goes up to Edwards, gets the knock on, but it doesn't go that far. Plays to Fifield. Fifield picks the ball. It's got nobody with him. Plays it inside to York. Looks like they've moved York up front. Ball goes forward from Storer. Storer plays it, but it goes directly into Ben Self's arms there. No issue with that. It looks like the switch is that they've moved Wes York up into midfield in a more attacking role, and White has taken his place. And I can't see there. I thought that looked like 4 minutes. I could be wrong. I couldn't tell actually from here. That disco ball was only up for literally a couple of seconds. We've got no idea whether that was yeah. It could be 4, it could be 5. We're not sure. But there is some extra time, so we've got still playing on. Headed forward by Storer. Bit of head tennis in the middle of the field. Throw into Poppies. They've got to get moving if they're going to try and get a chance. Ball's up in the air. Fifield gets a knock on, but it comes to Lowestoft, who play the ball over the top. There's no issue for that. It goes all the way back to Yesef, who can take his time. Clears the ball up into the air. McClintock's underneath this. Goes forward. York plays it forward, gets a touch. But again, there's no finesse up front at all. It'll go to Ben Self, who will wait until Johnny Edwards gets anywhere near him before picking up the ball. It looks like we played 1 minute of whatever the 4 or 5 may be. Self kicks the ball down. Ball's played forward now. Number 51, Gabe Overton, can get to the ball, which he does. He was pushed. There's no doubt about that. Connor Johnson did not need to do that. But he's pushed him over, and Lowestoft player is right in the far side. And the Lowestoft are in no hurry at all to be able to take this, and why would they be? McIntosh is coming over to look at it. It looks like there's another sub from Lowestoft coming on their side of it. Again, we've got Joe Duffy, who goes down again for the second time. Yeah, it's like another So our friends at Lowestoft Town here have got the binoculars out, which I think is an excellent idea. Not that we're that far away, but so it looks like number 7. I think is Joe Duffy coming off. Yes, he is. So Joe Duffy's coming off. 93rd minute, and Ben Haddock, number 14, is coming on for Lowestoft. Meanwhile, Lowestoft have got a free kick right on the far side, just adjacent to the 18-yard box. It comes across, goes all the way along, and oh, that was just bounced straight over Yesef. And how the Lowestoft number 5, Captain Travis Cole, didn't get his head on that, I don't know, but that would have been 1-0 quite easily. So with seconds left in this game, Dan Yesef has got the ball. They've had another substitution. Richard Lavery's pacing his designated area. Cleared by Lowestoft. Lovely 1-2 just on the inside. Running, they're doing well. Haycott's all the way on the 18-yard box. He plays out to number 15, but they're not going to reach him, and that goes out for a goal kick. Connor Johnson just takes a little bit of a shoulder barge there onto the onto the substitute Gabe Overton, who ends up in the advertising hoardings, but back in, headed on to Edwards. Edwards plays it forward, intercepted well, but that'll be cleared all the way downfield to Goodyear. Goodyear's underneath this. Can he get a header in? He can. They've got to get it down. Storrs tries to get a ricochet, but he can't get it. McClintock plays it out to Pennant, who can't keep the ball in. It's so frustrating. Cannot get 2 or 3 passes in midfield at all. Lowestoft have got the throw now on the halfway line. I think the referee's going to blow pretty quickly. Goes forward. Goodyear's lost it. That'll go out. No. Johnson's played the ball on the goal line. Clears it with his left foot up to Pennant. Pennant can't get it. Lowestoft retain the ball. Goes to Powell. Powell will play a long ball down to see if he can try and find Wes York. And he's up against Cole. Cole gets a good header back to Ben Self, and there's a clash between McClintock and the keeper there. 5 minutes gone. Referee's telling him to get on his feet. He'll be able to get a warm shower in about 10 seconds, probably, by the look of it. Ben Self taking his time. Referee's looking at his watch again. Ball's up in the air. Johnson's trying to get underneath this. He doesn't. Lewis White's now got the ball. He's going one of his mazy runs onto the right-hand side. Look for some support, which he hasn't got. Gives it to Fifield down the line. Fifield will lose that, and it'll go out for a throw-in to Lowestoft, right out in the corner. Kettering management team encouraging. They're right on the edge of the area, actually urging the team forward. Referee's telling the Lowestoft to get on with it. Short throw. Played to Sayer. Johnson tries to play it forward again. That'll go out for a throw on the far side. Again, there's been no real pattern in the play. No opportunity to get some decent passes together. No penetration in each of the channels. The referee will have to blow. We must be. Ball goes down the line. It's headed over. Powell gets a header in. It's cleared again. Goodyear's played it forward. And there goes the referee. There we go. In Suffolk, the game ends 0-0. A fair game, each side, irrespective of the difference in both places and points. Frustration, I think, is probably the best way to describe it. A resilient display from Lowestoft. Stout defending. They had their opportunities in front of goal. Yes, they've had to make 2 good saves. Kettering were really quite blunt again up front. No opportunity to get the ball to Edwards, who only had 1 shot blocked on the edge of the area. And really the chance of the game, at least from a Poppy's perspective, was Kai Fifield's opportunity in the first half there to, he was through 1-on-1 and skied it over into the North Sea. So we will leave you at a very frustrating Crown Meadow here, and wish you a excellent weekend. As we leave you here, it's 0-0 here in Suffolk. See you on Tuesday.